Michael Bublé is going to pop up, like in this ad for the upcoming Juno Awards. The soon-to-be host is sandwiched between power couple Avril Lavigne and Chad Kroeger. But the award show isn't the only thing on the horizon for Canada's favorite crooner. His brand new album, To Be Loved, drops next month. And he and his wife Lou are also expecting their first child this year as well. Michael joins us this morning from our downtown Toronto studios. Hey, Michael.
Hey, good morning. I didn't think I thought it was way too early to talk about a threesome with Chavro, but apparently Canada loves to wake up that way.
Canada loves to wake up, and if you're involved, hey, Canada's happy. So, Michael, you have performed on the Junos, I think, 4 times, right?
Yes.
You've won 11 Juno Awards, but this time you're hosting, which can be, you know, a pressure-filled kind of gig. Are you going to anybody for advice, asking about tips at all?
Yeah, actually, you know, I am. I'm going to people that have hosted before and people that host for a living. And the truth is, I mean, it can be well, for me, it's a huge honor. I mean, I get to be part of a show that's brought so much to me and given so much to other Canadian artists and actually given so much to culture all over the world, you know, by way of Canadian artists. So for me to get to be a part of this is kind of always been a dream of mine. And you know, it's a bit thankless because it's tough. You know, no matter how well you do or how poorly you do, it's a hard thing to make everybody love you. I know watching Seth MacFarlane, half my family thought that he was amazing, and the other half didn't like it. So you just do your very best, and you know, you try to do it with as much integrity as you can.
Yeah, you just have to be yourself. I think that's what it's all about, right?
Totally. Yes.
Yeah, totally be yourself. So not only are you hosting the Junos, but you're also nominated for Fan Choice. So here's a question for you: is anybody going to help you out with this, or are you going to basically present to yourself?
I'm going to be giving it. No. I don't think I'll be winning it, and I'll be happy not to. I was thrilled to get to host in a year where I really wasn't nominated for anything because it's pretty rough, you know, especially if you don't win. The year I watched Drake, I kind of felt for him, and so you know, I might even just send someone up to get the award that I'm not going to win.
Sure, Michael. Yeah, we'll see what happens. So I had a chance to listen to your album, a bit of a preview. It's great, really like it. But notice that this is different for you. There's a soulful thing going on. And then as I read more about this album and a lot behind it, I realized like me rather, we're Michael Jackson fans. And then I started to understand where you were going with this.
Huge Michael Jackson fan, huge Motown fan, and the truth is, you know, finding out that I was going to have a baby and everything, it really made me more brave when I made the record. I didn't worry so much about what critics would say or whether it would sell 10 million or 2 million or 200,000. The truth is, I walked in the studio with Bob Rock, the greatest Canadian producer, I mean, one of the greatest Canadian producers, and he's my brother, you know, and we had the most fun, and I never really thought too much about anything. There was no drama. I was actually worried to do interviews because I didn't know what to tell them, and because there really wasn't some kind of dramatic, heartbreaking story that came along with this record. I was just in a really good place, and it just, you know, it allowed me to really not worry as much. The truth is, if this record sells or doesn't sell, I've got bigger fish to fry. You know, I've got a kid and just want to make sure that that kid is healthy and that my wife is happy and healthy, and that's about it.
Let's talk more about that impending fatherhood. Are you doing anything to prepare? Are you reading anything, checking with friends who've had babies recently? What are you doing? Are you nervous?
No, I think I'm excited, more excited than nervous. I mean, I don't know what to expect. It's like trying to explain to someone what it feels like being in water if they've never been in water. I don't know what it's going to be like, but I imagine that I watch my sisters and the rest of my family with the little kids everywhere, and they're thrilled, so I can't wait. I mean, so far it's the best thing that's ever happened to me in my life. Finding out my wife was pregnant was so far the greatest day I've had, so I can only imagine when we have the baby it's going to be even better. And yes, I do read things. I read, but at this point I'm reading things more about, you know, how to be involved in the pregnancy. You know, obviously I don't get to carry the thing, so I just, you know, try to read about, you know, how to take care of my wife and how to make sure that, you know, when she feels those aches and pains that, you know, I can tell her it's normal and that she's beautiful and, you know, that I love her a lot. And that's about all I can do right now.
What about the cravings? Because, you know, the cravings do
I'm always hungry for McDonald's. No, she has no. She for a little while there, she wanted this kind of blood sausage, which
really?
is I guess it's high in iron and protein and stuff. But no, she's been pretty cool. She's really a healthy girl, so she hasn't been having too bad weird cravings really.
Which is a good thing. Which is a really good thing. So tell me though, I want to get back to the album just for a second, because as I was going through, all of a sudden got to something stupid and I went, that voice, don't really recognize it, and then realized it was Reese Witherspoon. How did that come about?
Well, I got to meet Reese quite a while ago, a few years ago, and I thought she was a great girl, and my manager and I had come up with this idea. I mean, truly it was it was Bruce Allen. And because when I'd wanted to do the song, but I was thinking about like Katy Perry or Gaga or somebody in the pop world that maybe you wouldn't expect. And he said to me, "What about Reese Witherspoon?" And I said, "Bruce, it's a brilliant idea, but whether she'll do it or not is a different story." And so he called her agent and asked, and they said that she was interested but trepidatious. She was a little nervous. It's not her world. And so they said, "Why don't you call her?" And I thought, okay, I'll call her. And the day I found out that I was going to have a baby, I thought, this is perfect. You know, I was in such a great mood, and I called her, and the truth is she was the first person that I told, and it felt really great to get off my chest, and at the same time, she was so sweet about it, and you know, I asked her a lot of questions, and we ended up talking about the song, and we ended up going and doing it, and she was, I mean, I'd said many times before, she was so well prepared. This girl is, there's a reason why she's where she is. I mean, she's an incredibly smart and intuitive woman. And she came so prepared that she nailed it. First take, I told everybody that I was a genius for having her. Instead of saying that she was a genius, I said, "I'm so brilliant, you're amazing." She was awesome. It's I called her yesterday, I just told her that it was, she was the cherry on top for me.
Aw, that's very sweet.
I'm very sweet. It's hard, but I'm so sweet.
There you go. Well, Michael, great chatting with you. And listen, my friend, best of luck with everything on the Juno gig, on the baby, on the album dropping next month. You've got so much going on. Hope to see you here soon, okay?
Thank you, hon. And I think all of that other stuff is pretty much a piece of cake. The baby's the big one.
The baby is the big one. Yeah, I know.
The big one.
I know all about that. Okay.
Thank you. And good morning, Canada.
Good morning to you. Bye, Michael.